Hey folks, I'm David McKnight, best-selling author of The Power of Zero. Welcome to another episode in my ongoing series entitled Fibs of TikTok. I was scrolling through TikTok the other day and I came across a video describing a section of the IRS tax code I'd never heard of before. Needless to say, it got my attention. Take a listen.
Now it's time to learn what the 501k is. 401k versus 501k comparison chart. Here we go. Let's play a game called Choose Your Retirement Plan. The 401k has a 20-year average return of 4.25% versus the 501k, which has an average 20-year return of 9.9%, a little more than double. And when it comes to liquidity or accessing your money, you have to be 59.5 to borrow from your 401k, or there's a 10% penalty. Versus on a 501k, there's zero penalty. You can borrow your money at any time for any reason. And the biggest one, the tax man. Yes, the 401k is taxable versus the 501k, which is tax-free, 100% tax-free. I mean, do you want to pay taxes or not?
So at this point, you may be thinking, gosh, this 501k sounds pretty good. Why do a 401k with all of its obvious warts when I can upgrade to a 501k? Here's why, because you heard about it on TikTok. And it's absolutely imperative that you question everything you see on TikTok. There's no compliance, no rules, no regulators. It's the wild, wild west of financial planning. With an easy Google search, you'll learn that a 501k is just another made-up phrase for cash value life insurance. Now, before I break down why the 501k moniker is such a bad idea, let me first touch briefly on all of the unsavory aspects of the 401k, 501k comparison. First, I'd be a lot happier if he were doing a true apples-to-apples comparison. It's awfully tricky to compare a pre-tax vehicle against a post-tax vehicle. If he really wanted me to pay attention, he'd have compared the so-called 501k against a Roth 401k. If he did, I think you'd find that the differences between the two are a lot fewer than he initially lets on. Even so, cash value life insurance should never be seen as a replacement for the Roth 401k, only as a complement to. Next, let's talk about his rates of return. I'm not a big fan of finding the time frame that fits your agenda and then comparing alternatives. If you're planning on living another 50 years, compare rates of return over that time frame. If your product hasn't been around that long, then don't make the comparison. He's essentially saying that a bond-based product will outperform a stock-based product over time. No study ever written will support this conclusion. My personal belief is that stocks will perform 8 to 10% gross of fees over time, while cash value life insurance products like Index Universal Life will deliver much closer to 6 to 8% gross of fees over time. But that wasn't my biggest problem with this video. The real issue here is that they picked a nickname for cash value life insurance that sounds a whole lot like an actual section of the IRS tax code. And they obviously did this to confer a patina of legitimacy upon their approach. I think this is both underhanded and disingenuous. It's a naked attempt to make the unwitting listener believe that the government has established a new, superior retirement plan into which they should divert all of their retirement contributions. And here's the biggest problem of them all. The IRS actually does have a Section 501k, and it has nothing to do with cash value life insurance. Take a listen. In 1984, Congress added subsection K to Section 501 of the Internal Revenue Code. IRC 501k provides that certain child care organizations will be treated as educational organizations under IRC 501c3. Now, many of you right now might be saying, hey, Dave, all of this is just a little bit disingenuous. You've been using the phrase LIRP to characterize cash value life insurance for the last 15 years of your career. In fact, Chapter 5 of your best-selling book, The Power of Zero, is actually entitled The LIRP. Aren't you speaking out of both sides of your mouth? And the answer is no, I don't think so. Here's why. LIRP stands for Life Insurance Retirement Plan, and it's an accurate description of what cash value life insurance delivers. Here's how I explain the life insurance retirement plan. Why life insurance? Because the IRS says if we're going to give you the benefit of a nearly unlimited bucket of tax-free dollars, you have to be willing to pay for life insurance. You have to have a need for life insurance. Notice I describe what this bucket actually is. It's a life insurance policy. I'm not conflating it with a newfangled government-sponsored investment plan. Why a retirement plan? Because one of the ancillary benefits of this bucket is to build money up so that somewhere down the road you can take money out and spend it on your lifestyle at a period in your life when tax rates are likely to be dramatically higher than they are today. Notice what I said there, one of its ancillary benefits. Why did I say ancillary? Because the primary benefit of a permanent life insurance policy is the death benefit. An ancillary or secondary benefit is that you can access the cash value tax-free while you're alive by way of policy loans. And if you have a guaranteed 0% loan in your cash value life insurance policy, you can access that money tax-free and cost-free. So in my estimation, if you are going to use a moniker for cash value life insurance, the LiRP is probably the best one to use. Why? Because it accurately describes what it does. First, it provides a death benefit. Second, it provides a living benefit by way of tax-free loans in retirement. In summary, there's no such thing as a 501k. It's just a deceptive, disingenuous way to draw unsuspecting TikTok followers into a discussion about cash value life insurance. As an industry, I think we can do much, much better. Okay, folks, this concludes today's episode in my ongoing series where I expose the half-truths, lies, and exaggerations about cash value life insurance on TikTok. By the way, if you are planning to put out a misleading IUL video of your own, beware, my next video may be about you. If you need help understanding how the LiRP fits into a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement, be sure to check out my tax-free toolkit. You can download it for free at taxfreetoolkit.com. If you're a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power Zero advisor, head over to powerzero.com and opt into my free 3-part video series. By the way, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I respond to every single one of them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.